On day 4, we decided to leave Jajpur and move towards Gopalpur. However, on way we had our destination of Langudi Buddhist archaeological site to cover. We do not had any more destinations on the day. A hillock located around 30 kilometers from Jajpur, Langudi is the site for the Pushpagiri, an ancient Indian Mahavihara or monastic complex where many ancient Buddhist statues can be seen. The site was the site was excavated between 1996 and 2001 by the Odishan Institute of Maritime and Southeastern Asian Studies. Pushpagiri was mentioned in the writings of Chinese traveler Zhuangzang and some other ancient sources. Pushpagiri, which was initially hypothesized as one or all of the Lalitagiri, Ratnagiri, Udayagiri group of monastic sites part of the Diamond Triangle, with the discovery of the Langudi site, the cloud from the ice were cleared at one go, and it was finally confirmed that it was Langudi, which is actually Pushpagiri and not the Diamond Triangle. Langudi was a prominent Buddhist seat of learning that flourished for up to 1400 years, from 3rd century BC to the 11th century AD. All three sects of Buddhism, Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana, were represented here. The major attraction of this site are the Mahastupa, the rock cut stupas, and the rock cut sculptures. Probably first and the earliest in Orissa, excavations here confirm what was widely suspected: the conspicuous mound was indeed a massive stupa, 20 meters in diameter and made from uniform bricks. Finds from the stupa included a parasol of the Mauryan era, uncarved suchi or a crossbar, pillars, northern black polished ware, and fragmentary inscriptions. The most significant discovery here is an inscription stating that the stupa was erected by a lay Buddhist worshipper called Ashoka. This strongly suggests that this stupa is one of the 10 stupas that were erected in Odisha Odra by Ashoka in locations where Buddha visited and preached. If this is indeed an Ashoka stupa, it is the first and the earliest to have been discovered in Odisha and would date to the 3rd century BC. The way of the constructions as stupa follow the pattern of stating with a simple small structure which grow in size as they are remodeled with time, such as the ones at Sanchi. Other artifacts found included pillars, a fragmentary Brahmi inscription, terracotta seals, and northern black polished ware. Although Zhuangzhuang suggests that Odra had 10 stupas erected by Ashoka, this is the only one to have been discovered so far. Deciphering the Brahmi inscription, archaeologists inferred the stupa may have been erected by a lay Buddhist worshipper called Ashoka and not Emperor Ashoka. Anyways, lot of things still need to be found, and maybe in future the discovery of further stupas may put more light on the hidden mysteries. A fragmented Brahmi inscription discovered at the site also puts the name of the site as Pushpa Sabha Giriya, flower filled hill, identified by the excavators as Pushpagiri, removing the entire confusion about the diamond triangle having any link to Pushpagiri. By 2007, 34 rock-cut stupas, apart from the main monastery as discussed above, of various sizes had been discovered in the northern part of the hill. A number of Buddhist rock-cut sculptures were discovered on the southern spur of the hill, including sculptures of Dhyani Buddhas in various postures. The archaeological finds at the site cover a period between 1st century CE and 9th century CE and suggest the existence of a major Buddhist monastic establishment. The largest stupa in this set is flanked by Vidyadharas or wisdom holders, but further weathered motifs start to pop out as you inspect the panels in closer detail. The largest stupa in this set is flanked by Vidyadharas, but further weathered motifs start to pop out. The most recent excavations have found out square and rectangular shaped sections with sculptures within them. They look very recent, but during our visit we didn't find any clue or hint of any excavation going on whatsoever. started our day 5 of phase 3 from our hotel at Gopalpur and we headed towards Rayagada. On way we planned to visit Taptapaani and Mallikeshwara temple at Padampur. Whistling through the open fields and forests, the drive from Gopalpur to Rayagada via State Highway 17 is one of the another of many most beautiful drives we encountered. The lush green surroundings, followed by the yellowish fields all around, amply supported by the best of highways, gives an experience of a cool, tireless, and pleasant journey. At one point of time, it would feel like the drive would never finish. And our first destination, Taptapaani in Sanikamundi. The hot water from natural spring of Taptapaani is around 69 kilometers from Gopalpur. The hot water spring is attributed to medicinal properties and can be bathed in at the pond created next to the hot spring. The hot spring is situated at the eastern slope of Eastern Ghat at the crest of the hill within the lush green forest having a wide range of flora and fauna. The other attractions of Taptapani are its tribal communities and the picturesque landscape. There is also a deer park maintained by the forest department. The Kandi Mata temple is situated adjacent to the spot and one can visit the temple too. After spending a good amount of time, we started up to our next destination, Mallikeshwara temple at Padampur, around 88 kilometers from Taptapaani. Padmapur is a village in Rayagada district of Odisha, India, and is a place to explore by those interested in exploring places. It is the most populated village and one of the identified tourist centers of the district. A hillock adjoins the village to its northern side. A 7th century inscription found here in the Nilakanteshwar temple indicates that the Jagamanda hill located close by once housed the monastery of the famous Buddhist logician philosopher Dharmakirti. Padmapur is situated 70 kilometers from Rayagada and 22 kilometers from Gunupur town. It is famous for its natural beauty and ancient antiquities. This place is surrounded by hills and forest. There are 5 Shiva temples standing at the top of the hill, such as Manikeshwara temple, Dhabaleshwara temple, Mallikeshwara temple, Nilkanteshwar temple and Pudukeshwar temple. A perennial water reservoir and a cave found on the hillock looks very attractive. A complete visit of the various places at Padmapur will require almost 2 to 3 days of time, and stay can be at Rayagada town. There are a lot to explore, including the temples on the hillocks and tourist spots, and there are actually many beautiful tourist spots to visit. The entire area is very calm, serene, and peaceful. The Mallikeshwara temple is a small temple constructed on a plinth dedicated to Lord Shiva. Not much information about the temple is available. However, the architecture of the temple is again a very typical Kalinga style with Rekha Vimana and Pidha Jagamohana. The most important feature of the temple is the iconography of the temple on the walls and the vigrahas kept on the small compound surrounding the temple. Small, but the beauty of this temple at Padmapur is something which Hindu temple iconography enthusiasts can easily spend some time around studying it and the stories on the walls. The Mallikeshwara temple is one of the 5 Hindu temples found here, and this is the most beautiful and the oldest Shiva temple. It elegantly illustrates 7th to 9th century square plan Hindu architecture in Odisha style. The artwork here is all related to Hinduism and is remarkable. One thing about Padampur and Rayagada district I would like to mention here is, in case you want to visit Mina Jhola, which is a very popular tourist destination, please do not follow the map on the Google because it takes you to a wrong Mina Jhola. Please follow the route of Mina Jhola that is mentioned in the board opposite to the Mallikeshwar temple in Padmapur in the main highway. It is around 47 kilometers from there, while a false Mina Jhola is being shown by Google Maps, which is almost near to Rayagada, which is wrong. So be careful. So friends, that's all I have in episode number 1 of phase 3 of our journey. I hope you enjoyed the entire episode, and I do hope that you will continue following the remaining episodes of phase 3 and phase 4 as I move further with my you can say documentary of our series. Please do comment on the comment section of the various parts of the videos I have shared till now. And also, once again, I request you to please provide feedback on how I can improve the contents. My sole intention is to share the experiences of my journey with others so that it can help them plan their travels, and also share the experiences of the ancient temples I am traveling with them. Do also comment on the contents, whether they are good or bad, or they need any improvement, or if there is any contentious comment which might propagate wrong information to my viewers, because that will help me in improving my content also and making sure that the contents are correct. I thank you once again for your patience in watching my videos.
Do keep following me. Thanks a lot.